Very good morning, students. Today we continue our lecture with chapter 4 partial derivative, and the topic is extreme values with constraint variables. Okay, in last lecture we learned about the extreme values only. In last lecture we learned about extreme values, and today is extreme value with constraint variables. So uh, let me first revise the step for the extreme values. If you have given any function with two variables, okay, and you want to find the extreme value, that is maxima and minima, then just give me the steps. Okay, just give me the steps, step 1, 2 and 3. So I'm going to ask you randomly, give me the answer of the steps for finding the extreme values for step 1. Uh, Tanvi, roll number 77, for finding extreme values. What is our step 1? Tanvi? Tanvi, I am asking to you. Roll number 77, Tanvi Patel. I'm going to unmute you. Please give me the answer fast. What is our step 1? Tanvi, give me answer in the chat box. Utsav Gandhi, roll number 80. Now give me an answer. What is our step 1? Utsav.
Yes, ma'am. First, we have to do df by dx is equal to 0
Very
and
good.
df by dy is equal to 0.
Very
Then we
good.
have to found y is equal to value and x is equal to value something.
That is our stationary point. Perfect. Value of x and y, that is our stationary point. From step 1, we found our stationary points. Then what about step 2? Mitali, roll number 141. Mitali, give me the answer of step 2. Roll number 141. Yes? Hmm?
R is equal to d square f upon del x square.
Very good.
S is equal to del square f upon del x del y.
Very good.
And T is equal to del square f upon del y square.
Perfect. Thank you, Mitali. Then what about step 3? Vatsal Bimani, roll number 128. Roll number 128. Vatsal,
Yes, ma'am.
what is our step 3?
Just a minute, ma'am. If RT minus S square
Yes.
is greater than 0,
Yes. Okay.
and
Okay. Okay. I understand. You know. See, we have to
okay,
check the RT minus S square. It is greater than 0 or less than 0. If it is greater than 0, then and only then we find the maxima and minima. If our R is greater than 0, our value is minimum. Our value is minimum. And if R is less than 0, function value is maximum, right? So these are the points which we used in our previous lectures, okay, for finding extreme values. Now, students, today extreme value with a constraint value variables. So first we are going to through this statement, that is what is the extreme value with constraint variables, when sometimes we have to find extreme values of a function of 3 or more variables, say f of x, y and z equal to 0, which are not independent but are connected by some given relations. The extreme values of these functions in such situations are called constrained extreme values. In such situations, we use this equation to eliminate one of the variable, say z, from given function, thus converting the function as a function of two variables and then find the extreme values of the functions. What does it mean, students? If we have given any functions with three or more than three variable, then we have to eliminate the other variable from the given function with this relation, and we have to convert our given function into two variables only. And then after we have to apply our yesterday's step, that is step 1, 2 and 3 for finding extreme values. Isika, kindly please hide your camera. Now, let's start the example for the better understanding. That is, find, our question is, find the minimum value of x square plus y square plus z square with the constraint x plus y plus z is equal to 3. Okay, this is our question. See, our given function with three variables, students. This is x, y and z. And our given constraint is x plus y plus z is equal to 3a, right? Now, for the solution, our given function, we start with the given function, that is f is equal to x square plus y square plus z square. And our constraint, that is x plus y plus z is equal to 3a. Now, we are eliminating z from the constraint. So that's why we are going to subject as z, that is 3a minus x minus y. Okay. Now, substituting the value of z in equation 1. This f is our equation 1. Okay. So here f is now x square plus y square plus this z is what? 3a minus x minus y. So 3a minus x minus y is equal whole square, right? So one announcement for all of you that for roll number 60, Neil Patel, please join class A. You are in class B now. Neil Patel, roll number 60. So we are substituting the value of z in equation 1, that is our given function. So x square plus y square, and in the place of z we are substituting 3a minus x minus y whole square. So students, now our functions are converting into two variable functions. This is constant. So we have now two variable only, x and y. So now we are applying our previous lectures method for maxima and minima. That is step 1. As here our f is x square plus y square plus 3a minus x minus y whole square, and step 1 for extreme values, that is del f by del x is equal to 0. So what is our del f by del x? Our del f by del x is 2x plus the derivative of this term, that is 2 3a minus x minus y into minus 1 is equal to 0, right? Now, Yash Kushal. Okay, yes, Kushal, you are absolutely right. Very good. So here 2x After simplifying this, minus 1 into 2, that is minus 2 into 3a, that is minus 6a. Here plus 2x and plus 2y equal to 0. So 4x plus 2y. If I keep this 6a right hand side, that is plus 6a. So by getting 2 common, 2x plus y is equal to 3a. Now similarly, by the partial derivative of f with respect to y, I have 2y plus 2, 3a minus x minus y into minus 1 equal to 0. So after simplification, 2y minus 6a plus 2x plus 2y equal to 0. So after simplifying here 2x, this 2y plus 2y is 4y, and by keeping minus 6a to right hand side, it is plus 6a. If I get 2 common, then x plus 2y is equal to 3a. So this is my equation 2 and this is my equation 3, right? So by solving equation 2 and 3, by solving equation 2 and 3. So what is my equation 2? My equation 2 is 2x plus y is equal to 3a. 2x plus y is equal to 3a. And if I multiply this equation 3 by 2, then I have 2x plus 4y is equal to 6a. 2x plus 4y is equal to 6a. After subtracting both equations, we have minus 3y. This is minus 4y plus y. So minus 3y. This is minus 3a. So y is equal to a. So if I substituting y equal to a in any one of equation 2 or 3, then I get x equal to a. Okay, so my stationary point is a. Okay, so from step 1, we have done del f by del x, del f by del y, and after simplification, we get our stationary point, that is a. Right? Yes, Amogh, you are right. So, step 2. Now we'll move for step 2. For step 2, we have to find r, that is del square f by del x square. So we have to do the, see what is our del f by del x? This is our del f by del x. Okay. So the first derivative of f with respect to x. Now we have to do the again second derivative of this equation with respect to x, and we get del square f by del x square, and that is 4. Yes, Kushal, you are right. Very good. So the value of r is 4. Value of s, that is del square f by del x del y. It means we have to do the derivative of this equation with respect to y. So with respect to y, we get answer 2, right? So s is 2, and t, that is del square f by del y square, and del square f by del y square. It means this is the value of del f by del y. By doing the second derivative of this equation with respect to y, we get answer 4. So this is 4. So we have done our step 2 here. Now for step 3, as we found our stationary point, that is AA. So at AA, for step 3, we have to do RT minus S square. Okay, so R, what is the value of R? R is 4, T is again 4, and S is 2, right? So this is 16 minus 4, so 12, which is greater than 0. And as RT minus S square is greater than 0, it means we have our maxima or minima. For that, we have to find the value of R, and here R is 4, which is again greater than 0. It means f, hence f xy is, as R is greater than 0, so f of xy is minimum at a, and minimum value, that is, what is our f? As you all know, our f is x square plus y square plus z square. But in the place of z, we have substituting this 3a minus x minus y whole square, right? So here our f is x square plus y square plus 3a minus x minus y whole square. And as you all know, the value of x is a, value of y is also a. So here a square plus a square. This is 3a minus a whole square. So after simplification, this a square as a square and this one is also a square. So our final answer is 3a square. So this is the minimum value. Which equation? Yash Panchal, what is your doubt? Which equation we differentiate for us and R, S and T? Yash, see what is your R? That is del square f by del x square. So what is your f? See what is your del f by del x? This is your del f. This one is your del f by del x. This one is also your del f by del x, and this one is also, and this one is also. Okay, so you can partially derivative any one of these, but this is the easiest way. This one, after simplification, this is the easiest form. That's why we are applying this third one equation. This all are same. You can do with the first, with the second, or with the third also, or with the fourth one also. Your answer will be the same. Okay, your answer will be the same. This one is del f by del x. All are del f by del x. Okay. So, students, have you any doubt? Anyone have any doubt? Let me know in the chat box. I ask all of you and I want a response by all of you. Only some students have given response. What about the others? Okay. Okay, good. So we'll move with one more example, students. This is divide 120 into 3 parts so that the sum of their product taken 2 at a time shall be maximum. Yes, Jenny. Very good. Perfect. Students, what is our question? Our question is we have to divide 120 into 3 parts so that sum of their products. So let's start with the first solution. Let x, y and z be 3 numbers, right? 3 numbers. We divide 120 into 3 parts. So here we have x plus y plus z is equal to 120. We divide 120 into 3 parts, x, y and z. Now what? Sum of their product taken 2 at a time. Sum of their products 2 at a time means x into y, product of 2 at a time, x into y plus y into z plus z into x or x into z. So sum of their products taken 2 at a time shall be maximum. So this is our function xy plus yz plus xz. This function is given in the 3 variables x, y and z, right? So now we take z is equal to 120 minus x minus y. See, by this z is equal to 120 minus x minus y. So we are substituting z by 120 minus x minus y, that is xy. By the z here 120 minus x minus y plus x. We replace z by 120 minus x minus y. So now our function will convert into two variable only, right? That is xy. Here 120y, this is minus xy minus y square plus 120x minus x square minus xy. After simplification and by rearranging the terms, we have 120x plus 120y minus xy minus x square minus y square. So this is now our function after simplification with two variables only, right? Yes, Harshal, very good. Your answer is perfectly right. So this is our given function. So let's start with two variables. So let's start with step 1, 2 and 3. So step 1 for extreme values, that is del f by del x equal to 0. So what is our del f by del x? Yes, Kushal, you are also right. What is our del f by del x? That is 120 minus y minus 2x. 120 minus y minus 2x equal to 0. So after rearranging the terms, we have 2x plus y is equal to 120. And what about del f by del y? That is again 120 minus x minus 2y. So 120 minus x minus 2y. And after rearranging the terms, we have x plus 2y is equal to 120. So this is my equation 1 and this one is equation 2. So solving equation 1 and 2. Everyone ready with the answer. After solving equation 1 and 2, we have to find the value of x and y. So what is our x and y? Everyone ready with the answer? Many students are giving it the answer in the chat box. Roll number 119, 72, Yanshu, Vivek, yes, very good. But roll number 82, Krupen. Krupen, what is the answer of x and y?
14.
Yes, Krupen?
40. 40.
40, okay. 40 for what, x or y? Krupen, 40 answer for what, x or y? Yes, Ishika. Okay, Krupen. Yes, yes, Krupen, now tell.
Ma'am, x equal to 40 and y equal to 40.
Yes, very good. 40 answer for the both x and y. So if I multiply equation 2 by 2, okay, then I have here 2x plus 4y is equal to 240. And after simplification and after subtracting here minus 3y is equal to minus 120. So y is equal to 40. And after substituting value of y in any one of equation 1 or 2, value of x is also 40, right? So stationary point is 40, 40, right? So we'll move for the step 2 and step 2. So what is our step 2? And Dharmik Patel, roll number 111. Please give me the answer. What is our step 2? Dharmik? Dharmik, are you there?
Ma'am, Dharmik just went to the washroom. He'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. Uh, yes, Nirmal Patel, roll number 100. Roll number 100, Nirmal.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Nirmal, what is our step 2?
D R is equal to d square f is equal to dx square.
Yes, and what is the value of R? See, this is our del f by del x, right? So what is our del square f by del x square from this equation?
2.
Very good, 2. Now, for s, that is del square f by del x del y. So what is the value of s? The derivative of this equation with respect to y, that is 1, and t, that is del square f by del y square. So here del square f by del y square is from equation 2, that is again 2. So as we have found the value of r, s and t, now we'll move for step 3. And our step 3, that is at point, 1 point we have only, that is 40, 40. So RT minus S square, as the value of R is 2, T is again 2, and value of S is 1. So 4 minus 1, that is 3, which is positive. So as our RT minus S square is positive, we have to check the value of R, and R is 2. R is again positive. So hence, our function f of xy is, sorry, from this equation, uh, our r is, we have to write, in this case, we get we have to check del f by, students, please listen carefully. We have to write the value of this one. We have to check our del square f by del x square from the equation 1, because here we have taken minus common from the equation. Okay, so this is our minus 2, and this one is again our minus 2, and this one is minus 1. So here minus minus plus, and this minus 1 will remain same. This is positive, but for the second derivative it will be minus 2. For the s, it will be minus 1, and for t, it will be minus 2. Student, listen carefully. This r, that is the second derivative, we have to check from the first equation, because in this we get minus common, right? So our del square f by del x square, that is minus 2, del square f by del x del y, that is minus 1, and t is minus 2. So it means here our r is minus 2, which is less than 0, which is less than 0, it means our function is maximum. And as our function is maximum here, so maximum part is what? Here our z is x plus y plus z is equal to 120, and hence this f of xy, here our x is 40, as we know, because we are finding our function at the point 40, 40. At the value of x is 40, y is also 40. So by putting the value of x and y, value of z, that is again 40. So z is 40, right? Students, please listen carefully. This step, when in this equation we get minus common. Okay, so when we are doing the second derivative, so we are using first equation only, first step only. We are using first step for the del square f by del y square, right? So this is our answer, because we want to find, we have to divide our 120 into 3 parts, and then their 3 parts are what? The 3 parts, hence 3 parts are 40, 40 and 40 because x is 40, y is 40 and z is 40, right? Now, students, have you any doubt in this example? Any doubt? If you have any doubt, please ask in the chat box. Okay. Okay. So we'll move with one more example. Very good. So that is find the points on the surface. Points on the surface z square is equal to xy plus 1 nearest to the origin. Also find that distance. Students, first we have to start. Let P, X, Y, Z be any point on the surface z square is equal to xy plus 1. First, we have to find the points on the surface. So let's assume P be any point on the surface z square is equal to xy plus 1, right? Now, we have to find point in such a way that the nearest to the origin, that point should be nearest to the origin. Okay, so its distance from the origin is given by, so by applying the distance formula between 2 points, as our one point is P, X, Y, Z and other point is origin, that is 0, 0 and 0. So by applying distance formula, that is square root of x minus 0 whole square, right? Plus y minus 0 whole square plus z minus 0 whole square, that is square root of x square plus y square plus z square. And by doing square both of side, we have d square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square. Since P lies on the surface z square is equal to xy plus 1, it is given, right? So P be any point on the surface z square is equal to xy plus 1. So we applying d square is equal to x square plus y square, and we are applying z square as xy plus 1, that is xy plus 1. So this is our function now, f of xy, this function with two variables x square plus y square plus xy plus 1. Okay, now our function is converting to the two variable. So we are doing step 1 for extreme values, that is del f by del x is equal to 0, and the partial derivative of this f with respect to x, that is 2x plus y. So 2x plus y equal to 0, and the same manner del f by del y equal to 0, that is 2y plus x equal to 0. This is our equation 1, this one is equation 2. By solving equation 1 and 2, what is the value of x and y? Yes, many students are giving it answer in the chat box, that is x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. So stationary point is what? That is 0, 0. So yes, very good. So step 2, that is R. Here del square f by del x square, and for step 2, the second derivative of this equation, that is 2. Yes, Kushal, Janil, perfectly right. So for step 2, that is minus 2, r is minus 2, s del square f by del x del y, that is here. By doing the partial derivative of this equation with respect to y, so we get 1 here, and uh, t, that is del square f by del y square, that is again, that is here 2, right? See, this one is plus 2, right? This one is 2. So, as we have the value of r, s and t, so we'll move for the step 3. And step 3 is rt at point 0, 0, right? rt minus s square. So, here r is 2, t is again 2, and t is, and s is 1. So after simplification, 4 minus 1, 3, which is greater than 0, right? Now, as rt minus s square is greater than 0, so we'll check for the r, and value of r is 2, which is greater than 0. So here function f of xy is minimum at 0, 0, right? And as z square is equal to xy plus 1, this is our surface, right? But the value of x is 0, value of y is also 0. So by substituting the value of x and y in this, z square is 1. So as z square is equal to 1, so z is equal to plus or minus 1. Hence D is minimum at 2 points, at 0, 0 and 1, and 0, 0 and minus 1, because in both the point value of x and y are same, 0, 0, but z are two different points, 1 and minus 1. It means the points 0, 0, 1 and 0, 0, minus 1 on the surface z square is equal to xy plus 1 are nearest to the origin. Nearest to the origin. We also want to find the minimum distance. So minimum distance is what? That is square root of x square, y square and z square. So square root of x square. X is 0, so 0. Y is 0, so 0. And z is either we take plus 1 or minus 1. But the square of plus 1 or minus 1 is 1 itself. So our minimum distance is 1. Right? So this is our answer. If you have any query, let me know in the chat box. Yash, Harshal. Yes, Karan, Harshal. You all are right. So have you any doubt? Let me know in the chat box.